Hey guys, and welcome back to the corner. My name is Drac, and today thought I'd do another spotlight video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Michelle. All right, now Michelle is the Wind Epicyon priest, and she is a monster that kind of feels like you either love her or you hate her. Realistically, in the high end stuff, she is not that great. But until you get Chisoon or Anavel or any of those Nat 4, Nat 5 healers, she is a great alternative to help you in TOA, to help you in Giants. Even I even used her in Arena for a long time, and she served me well there. So, but what makes her useful? Let's look at that. Let's look at her skills. So her first skill is an attack. It heals her by 30% of its damage, and its damage is a small portion of her attack plus a small portion of her max HP. You can give her as much attack and max HP as you want, and this technique will never really be good for damage, so I wouldn't worry about that at all. Her second skill, though, this one is very interesting and it's very useful, especially for TOA. And what it does is it heals everyone, and the heal I think is like 280% of her attack. So you need to have high attack on her for this heal to be useful. But it heals everyone, and it lengthens the time on beneficial effects by 1 turn, and it shortens the time on harmful effects by 1 turn. And it does that before it applies the heal. So, for example, if you've got a healing block on you and it's only got 1 turn left, this will actually remove the heal block before the heal goes off, so you still get the benefit of it. Uh, with that effect, this becomes amazing for Trial of Ascension because it makes it your buffs last longer, and it also helps as a kind of a weak strip cleanser to get the negative effects off of you. The two of those together just make clearing TOA so much easier. And it's still good for Giants, especially in Giants B10 where the boss is water, so Michelle has a little bit extra resistance to his damage. And the boss, one of his towers, drops defense breaks on everyone. Now, if you don't have a monster that can cleanse those defense breaks easily, they can be a problem. She can help reduce the time that they're on there so that the giant doesn't hit you and one-shot you with them. And then her third skill. Her third skill resurrects a target at 25% HP and then gives them the heal over time buff where they heal by 15% for 2 turns. So what's really fun with this is you hit the revive someone, and then the next turn around, if they aren't dead, you heal them, which in most cases won't heal them back to full health, but then it extends that buff by another turn. Now you can also use that with monsters like Chloe, her fire version, Fire Epicyon Priest, who gives everyone an immunity buff and an invincibility buff. The invincibility buff is 1 turn, and the immunity buff is 3 turns. With Michelle, you can make that 2 turns on invincible and 4 turns on immunity. It also works great with Kali, who we covered at another spotlight, because it extends her third skill's invincibility for 2 turns, so making her unkillable for 2 turns. So that's just really beneficial, but she is kind of tricky to build, because she needs to be pretty tanky, but she needs to have really high attack too. And as you can see here, her base attack is really, really low. Only 549 base attack. That makes getting that attack power up to where it's useful kind of difficult, which is why I think most people, especially in the end game, hate her. So you can see I've got her at 20k health with 772 defense, and then she's got over 2,000 attack. All right, now what I've done to achieve that is I've put her on Fatal Energy, and I believe, yep, she's on 6-star attack runes all the way around. So all three of her major slotted runes are attack percent. They're all 6-star, and they're all maxed. And then if you look around, I've got some uh, decent substats on a lot of her runes here too, especially on the HP. So that kind of helps her out in getting that high HP and high survival. Now, and aside from having the low base attack, she's also very slow. I haven't solved the speed issue too much with her runes. I just make sure that when I use her, I always use her with a team who can support her by boosting her attack bar. Like Bernard is great, Bella is great, Megan is great. Um, I'll also use her in TOA when I do with Mav because Mav reduces the cooldown of her skills. And he also removes one debuff per uh, per character when he does his third skill as well. So he reduces the cooldown so she can use her heal more often, so she can extend buffs more frequently. The two of them work really well together. Um, but yeah, just got to make sure that she's got that high attack, high health, higher defense is good too, and she's really good when you're running her with a team that can support her well. And can work well with her, but on her own, she is just kind of meh. But if you cannot get those high-end 4 and 5 star healers, if you can't get Emma, you can't get Jasun, you can't get Miang, you can't get Artemiel or any of the others, or Eladriel. Sorry, not Artemiel. But if you can't get any of them, she is a relatively easy monster to obtain. Now, she's not farmable, but the wind and the water Epicyon Priest drop fairly frequently. They can drop from Unknown Scrolls, Social Summons, Mystic Scrolls, and the Elemental Scrolls. So it's really not difficult to get her. It's just a matter of having a little patience and waiting for her to drop. But overall, though, I still give her, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd still call her a 6 or a 7. She's not horrible, and I would definitely would recommend using her until you get those other higher end monsters. But that's all I've got for this video. If you've got any questions, comments, leave them below. If there's something you want me to cover, let me know. Otherwise, like, subscribe, share, let people know about my channel, and we will see you guys next time in the corner.